Hey guys, s2e3 right here. Welcome back to Minecraft Season 2. Real quick, I'm gonna say it. I'm very sorry for the long wait videos, guys. I've been lately, of course, been dealing with work at my school and of course dealing with other things. But I'm very sorry for the long wait videos, guys. I've been just so I've been busy with other things lately. I have made 2 live streams on RimWorld. Please go check them out. They're pretty interesting, RimWorld, and of course one of them was a horrible thing. Please just don't judge me on that one. But by everyone, please leave a like, subscribe, of course, and of course, tell me guys what you guys think. See ya in the video. Hey guys, s2e3 right here. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. If you guys have not seen episode 2, I recommend you guys go watch that. So welcome back everyone to Minecraft Season 2. Yes, we are back in Minecraft Season 2. So I kinda got a few things to say. First off, I'm actually enjoying this series a lot. Second off, there's a lot of chaos really going on in the world. So really, we're gonna just go out, mine, get some trees, get some stuff going, and of course, we're gonna just generic, just play Minecraft. I'm also gonna need this, so yeah, I'm not gonna need. Am I gonna need wool? Am I gonna need wool? Actually, I wonder. So if I actually do this, how much wool would I get? I think I would. Oh, 3 wool. Huh. I could have just had 1 in there and just gave me 2. Yeah, so by the way everyone, real quick before this, just some real quick information about Minecraft. Yeah, sheep do not drop like multiple different. They don't really drop wool really. So they don't like drop like 1 or 2. They just drop like 1 nowadays, like for real. It's one of those things where you have to question why. Like I remember when wool, you can literally get wool from like you can kill like 2 sheep and you get like 3 wool. Now you have to kill like 3 sheep for like 3 individual wool, which is painful and annoying. Okay. I have a lot of bread. Oh yeah, if you guys have not seen my last episode, it was like 40 minutes long, I think. If I'm correct, it was like 40 minutes long, and my god, it's a long video. Oh, we're in a cave. That is pretty small. If I had sponges, I would just destroy this whole cave. Just real quick go through, and of course get some wood as well, but our sheep we don't really deal with. Yeah, I actually really like this world. So in my last episode, I was just talking, trying to upgrade the house. I recommend you guys go watch that video. It was an interesting video I made. In my opinion, like it was kind of interesting. It was like a little bit weird, but it's interesting. I'm not gonna go in the water cave because I just have a problem with that. Okay, let's real quick grab some iron. Like I said last episode, I mostly talked about the lore of the huntress. Yeah, so a lot of people, I think some of you guys are, some people were a little bit iffy. So yeah, the huntress, I talked a lot about her lore last episode, which I kind of was like, I was thinking about talking about her lore a little bit. But it was kind of one of those things where like, should I or should I not? It was just one of those like things where you're like, should I talk about the lore or should I just like leave it alone? Generically, like, I love making lore videos and all, but the Huntress has so much lore that is literally based off other empire, like other ideas. That if I did a lore video right now, you guys would not see like the whole picture of her character. Her whole character is pretty much chaos. Pretty much to me. As I was saying, a lot of the characters that I mess around with is that I think the Huntress has like a certain type of lore bit. Some of her lore is a little bit dense on the edges, but if you realize how much trauma she has, you're gonna realize that her trauma outweighs the more ideas that people get. But yeah, that's interesting. And it's nighttime. Great. So I recently started think of like new ideas of building in this world. One of the ideas I actually really did have fun building was a castle. One of those, like, I like building like certain builds. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about something in this episode, but so lately I was playing Minecraft and I was just thinking. By the way, I wasn't playing as well. So I was thinking to myself, oh, I wonder what type of ideas Mojang could actually add to Minecraft, and it was one of those It was one of those like ideas. This was an idea I had, and of course, it was an idea of them adding, of course, something in particular, which was dungeons. I know we have like mob spawners and all, and they I don't think they qualify as dungeons really. They just qualify as just like, just structures that randomly spawn on the ground. I just qualify them as like structures that just spawn on the ground. That's all I qualify them as. But the idea of having like somehow there's like a big dungeon underground under your house, some would be a cool idea. Like, I would actually enjoy seeing a dungeon actually in Minecraft. Like, I don't want this to become like the game Dungeon Crawlers or something. Like, no, that's not what I'm really asking for. Like, so what I'm technically asking for in this series is literally just the idea of Mojang thinking about the idea of adding dungeons or something. Also, I might. Can I just... No, I don't think I can right now, but I could technically just put a few of these in. Or like 3. Like I said, some of the ideas of like having like a castle or something in the series would be interesting. Like dungeons in Minecraft are one of those like ideas that I've kind of like had an idea about, like how could they be added in Minecraft, how could they be coded in a way, but I feel like if they add like a certain type of dungeon, like another dungeon or some, and I know like the nether kind of qualifies some of their builds as, oh, it's a dungeon technically, but the idea of like having an actual dungeon in Minecraft would, like, you go down and you get like really expensive loot. Like if you go to the nether, you get like every once in a while, like the lower you go down, the more like higher tier loot you get. And one of those ideas of course goes by the idea of technically one of the technically, if you go down deep enough, you might find diamond gear, or if you're in the nether and go down deep enough, you might find netherite and all. Like, that's one of the ideas that I think Minecraft should add. Like I would love to see like a mod. Like, I know there's mod on PC that does this, but the idea of just having like this, like, you know, dungeon in Minecraft would be great. Like, having a dungeon or something that like allows you to like get higher tier loot the more you go down is one of those ideas that are literally like, oh my god, that should be in Minecraft. And it's one of those like really good ideas. Like, it's a really good idea, but then there's the problem of people, you know, exploiting it. Like, I don't think there's any way you could exploit the dungeons. Like, as far as I can tell, like, the idea of like having a dungeon or something would be very hard to exploit. Like, having to exploit it in a certain way would be very painful. Because the idea of exploiting it would be like, you just like took, like, you just won the lottery. That's the idea that you're literally going with. You just won the lottery somehow. Like, somehow you just won the lottery and you won, like, I don't know, like $1 million. I don't know how you would exploit that, but if you can, you can, I guess. It's one of those ideas that you really need to think of, like, could people exploit this idea, or technically one of those other ideas, which of course can be, will people be to exploit this idea? And it's one of those ideas for me, like, it makes me always think, like, if I, like, made a dungeon in Minecraft, and I was, like, making, like, the strongest dungeon in the world, where barely anyone can, of course, beat it, would someone be able to find a way to, of course, destroy it? Or will someone find a way to, like, you know, exploit it for, like, their own personal gain? It's one of those questions I always, like, am concerned with, which I have never made a dungeon, by the way. So I've never made a dungeon. I really actually had the idea to make a dungeon a while back. Oh, there's a wandering trader. Hello. Red sand, orange, cyan dye, really? See why they say you're useless. And like I said, like, the idea to exploit, like, that idea would be very tough for a lot of people. And, like, the idea of exploiting, like, it would be very fascinating to see. Like, I would love to see, like, what people would actually do. Like, I know there's mods on Java which have exploited, like, dungeons and all. Like, they added dungeons and you can actually exploit them over time. But for real, it's one of those questions that you have to ask yourself: would you actually want to exploit them, or would you just want to go for them for fun? Deeper down you go, you get more interesting levels of weapons. And of course, one of those weapons could be netherite armor if you actually implement it right. And it turns into one of those things where you're like, oh my god, I have to get this stuff real quick before my other friends find out where it is. And it's like one of those like ideas that lots of people have. And of course, I don't see anyone actually making dungeons in Minecraft, really. Like, making your own personal dungeon, like, in Minecraft would kind of be hard if you think about it. At a certain point, there has to be someone out there who's thought, oh, I should make a dungeon in Minecraft. And it's always one of those questions that I've always had, like, and it's always either, oh, should I do this in Minecraft or should I not? And it always becomes one of those questions that you should always think of. And I think at some point, a lot of people kind of thought, oh, there should be dungeons in Minecraft. And, like, I don't want this to become like Dungeons or Dragons, or literally like Dungeon Runner, or like games where you literally go for literal nightmares to get like this special armor or something. Like, they should be hard, but they should be also a little kind of fun. Like, they shouldn't be like hard enough that people won't even go down them, but they should be a little bit more fun to find ways to actually get past the enemy without the enemy realizing you're there. Like, that's what I would love to see in Minecraft. Like, I would love to see this like implemented in a way. Like, say that you're in a dungeon and literally the warden's walking around, literally looking for players, and you literally are just sneaking past the warden half the time. And like the idea of like having the warden like walk into like a certain room and literally sniffing you out, and you're literally just like on the verge of being either killed by the warden or worse. Like, an idea like that would really go well in Minecraft. Like, the idea of having a like unstoppable creature like the warden spawn in, and literally it's literally right outside the door where you're at. Like, say that the warden like popped into your house, spawned in your house, and in your house is somehow inside a dungeon now, and you have to like get past the warden to get into your house. Like, that would be tough enough. But having it where like the warden is literally outright stalking you inside a maze, where the warden can easily get past anywhere, would be an idea like no other, really. Like, I think a lot of people would actually enjoy that a lot. Like, that's my opinion. Also, where do I have that? Oh, I have 7 leather. Like, it's an idea that I think a lot of people would actually like. And to me, like, the idea of having like where the nether is like in like an area that you don't want to go to will be really interesting too, because having like the nether or the end, for crying out loud, having like a dungeon there would be a lot more fun. Like, I know the end does have like end cities which are kind of like dungeons, but not really. I don't qualify them as dungeons because to me it doesn't count. So a lot of my viewers are probably gonna be like, oh, they do count as dungeons or something. A lot of you guys are probably gonna count them as dungeons, but to me, I don't count them because they don't feel like dungeons. Like, I want the feeling to like be scared for real. I want to have the feeling of I'm actually scared to be in this dungeon. I don't want to like the feeling of like no fear. I don't want that. I want to be scared to go in this dungeon and all that. Like, that's what I love to see. Like, mob spawners, they're not even scary. Now, caves and like dungeons, like caves and all, are kind of in a way like concerning. Like, you 1 second like you're in a cave and like say, you know, my character dies from like a cave spider or something, which of course are the most annoying mobs I can think of. Besides like the Vex and all. The Vex is the most annoying mob. Also, rest in peace to Dan TDM for his lost hardcore world. And like I said, like, there's a lot of ideas there that you can actually use to implement in Minecraft. And it's one of those ideas that you really have to think of. What is it that players love about this stuff? What is it that players really do enjoy of this idea? What is it that people love about this? What is it that people actually really did enjoy about this one add-on? And trying to implement in Minecraft, like, I know bastions are kind of like dungeons too, but they're not as like dangerous. Like, even though you have the piglin brew and all, like, I wouldn't count him as a danger. I wouldn't count him as a danger since really he's just a big old pushover. Ugh, can't talk. He's a big old pushover. Like, you can easily just take him out with like a certain type of sword. Like, for real, man. Also, you guys can notice, like, you kind of notice like a little bit this place is not really like designed. Like, if you're looking for this door and you like look inside, like, you see wooden floors, but sorry, I'm just trying to get as much like stone as I can right now to like make more like bricks. And like I said, like the idea of adding something like that would be really, really cool. Like seeing like someone literally found a dungeon or something, and like you're trying to like get in there and try to get all the good loot. Like adding that idea to Minecraft would be really great. And I think a lot of people would actually enjoy the dungeon idea. Like the dungeons would be really fun for a lot of people. Would be really fun, and I feel like a lot of people would enjoy the idea of having a dungeon or something. But then there's those people who actually don't like the idea and just don't really care for it. Now, I'm not one of those people who doesn't like a dungeon. I love dungeons in Minecraft. Like, I would love to see someone actually make like an idea. I would love to see like the developers of Minecraft like sit down, think, and of course think of like, oh, we should actually add dungeons, like really good cool looking dungeons with actually a lot of detail put into them, and like make them like harder as time goes on. Like when you first spawn in the world, you're probably gonna find like lesser dungeons as like time goes on. Like at first you might find like actually hard dungeons or easy dungeons at first, but you might find harder easy dungeons as time goes on. And like I would love to see like a Mojang employee actually think of the idea. Like I think the idea of like adding dungeons and all that would be a great idea for Mojang. Mojang adding dungeons to Minecraft and actually making the game more interesting than it was. Like I would love to see that, like for real. But then you got to think of those certain people out there who are instantly against it. If you don't know, there's a lot of people out there who don't like the idea of dungeons. They don't want to like make Minecraft like a dungeon hunt game. And like the idea of like dungeons to me, it would be like, oh, there's a dungeon, I should probably go down there sometime. And like you really have to think about it. Like, do players want like challenge in Minecraft? Yes, they want. A lot of us want challenge. Some of us are builders who love to stay out of, like certain dangerous areas, of course. But if we're wanting to build cooler stuff, we have to go into these areas. And as time goes on, you really have to think like, how much power would you get for going into these underground areas? And you have to think about it, like, how long would it take you to like finish a dungeon, which probably is like an hour long. Probably it's like somewhere around like 200 miles, probably like 100 miles. Oh, hey, bro. Really? Oh, found some iron. Oh. And like I said, like I like the idea of having dungeons. And I think a lot of people would agree with me. Like having a dungeon in Minecraft would be awesome, but there are those people out there who are like, we don't want to make Minecraft hard. Like there are those like developers out there who are like, oh, the players don't need dungeons and all that. And like, I see the idea, but of like okay, I see the idea of developers not adding dungeons. Now there is a reason. I feel like there would be a reason for developers not to add any dungeons in Minecraft. One of them, of course, being the typical idea of, is this Minecraft? Well, yes and no. Minecraft, so the idea of Minecraft, like, I would love to see it like a developer actually, I want to see a developer actually say why they probably won't or probably will. But we don't want to wait like And the thing is that I, of course, am one of those people who's literally like, we don't. I'm one of those people, and I agree with a lot, like other people in the community. Just like we don't want to wait like I don't know, 2 to 3 years for an update that should have came like a month ago. Probably like this year or something. And like the next Minecon event that happens, and of course I want to see them actually. I want to see this idea of literally the idea I talked about. Literally seeing the idea of having dungeons or literally having some challenge to Minecraft. And I would love to see console in particular, like Bedrock, get hardcore mode. Like, that's one of the other reasons why I'm actually making this video. I want to see Bedrock get hardcore mode. And when they announce spectator, oh boy, who knows, we might actually get hardcore mode. And it's one of those things where I'm like, are we getting hardcore mode or are they just gonna leave us on red? And what else is stupid? So a while back, developers of Minecraft, and if I'm correct, this did happen. They announced that there's gonna be like a certain type of shader for Minecraft and on console. And I think a lot of people are actually wanting that. Like a lot of us were actually interested in seeing that implemented in Minecraft, seeing what shares would look like. And if I'm correct, they teased it. But the sad part is they didn't deliver on some of their promises. Now, of course, it could be just at the time, like Mojang could do it, of course, like at the time, but I understand if Mojang could do it at the time, but for real, like, and the question is, when are they going to add it? When are they going to add this, like, certain idea to Minecraft? Then you gotta think, how many times have they teased these ideas to us? I've really kind of held myself back from, like, literally screaming in my mic right now at Mojang. I literally want to know, why wouldn't they do this stuff? Like, the idea of having more stuff would be a great idea. Like, it really would. But I keep thinking to myself, would Mojang actually do that? It's a question that I kind of asked myself a lot in the past. Would Mojang do that? Or would Mojang just leave it on standby? Like, Mojang added spectator mode for console. Makes you think, are they gonna add, hardcore mode? Or are they gonna add, like, I don't know, like, a certain type of game mode to Minecraft that actually looks pretty cool as much as Java? Now, I feel like Mojang, of course, deserves, like, of course, it is a great company. Like, Mojang is a great company. It really is. They've tried their best to make Minecraft good. They've tried their best, of course. They're trying their best. But there's a part where a lot of people, I'm not saying this. Like, lots of people, of course, actually say this. And I don't believe it, really. There's a few things that I do agree with the community of Minecraft, and there's a few things that I don't agree. Sorry about that. Okay, back to what I was. There's some things I agree with the community, and then there's some things I don't. One of them is, of course, people literally harassing developers of Minecraft. I don't agree with, like, some people harassing developers. Like, developers are hardworking people. They are working on games. Like, I've never seen a lazy developer in my life, and I'm literally not joking. I've never seen a lazy developer in my life. Like, I bet there might be some lazy developers. I'm just saying there might be some, but literally, I've never seen one in my life. What's up, bro? Oh. Bro, he's like... Holy Jesus, hi. That was unexpected. That was like, that's my first time being slain. Hey! I didn't even look at him. He's on a vengeance, huh? You're on a vengeance, huh? I got a pickaxe for you. Bring it on. Bruh. I didn't even look at him. He literally still came after me. Bro, I didn't even look at him. Still came at me. Bro. Thanks for the cap. Yes. Hey, I'm thinking that's something for the cap at least. Bro, that was like unexpected. Like, he literally, I didn't even look at him the last time. Like, he just looked at me, he's like, nope. He just said nope to my face. Wait, I had a golden apple on me? Oh, I did. Well, thank God I didn't waste it. Where's that enderman at? I want revenge. Revenge is a dish served warm. Literally, Grom the punch. That's literally. Words from the man. Grom the punch. Joking. Back to what I was saying. I don't think I'm. Okay, real quick, before I keep going on what I was talking about. I don't see anything else that I need to pick up. Like, I think I got everything back, I think. I think there's only a few things that I didn't grab yet. I think a few of those things are... Oh wow, there's a lot of, like, stone. And like I said, like, I've said this probably a little bit in all the times I've played Minecraft, and I'm gonna say again, Mojang has done well. Like, they've done well to make Minecraft good. Like, the new textures and all, I actually do enjoy these. Like, I think the only texture that I really don't like outright, like, the one texture I really hate the most is probably the netherrack texture. I don't really like it. I know it's meant to look cool, but the one reason why I never liked going to nether, like, going to nether now, it doesn't feel scary. It just feels like a place to, like, just chill out. Probably get a suntan. And I love how Mojang's like, and this is actually something that I think is hilarious. And this actually is literally from, like, a Mojang idea. Mojang says that the nether actually looks still kind of scary. And like if you look at the nether, like, I don't have the nether on this world, but if you look at the nether, it doesn't look scary. Like, the only, like, area that actually looks like it's a little, like, threatening is the basalt deltas and the crimson, well, the only two areas, crimson forest. The nether ways, they give an eerie vibe, but I'm not really scared of them. Like, Mojang thinks that's scary. Like, bro, like, I've literally seen scary in Minecraft. Like, the old nether was scary. Like, if they had, like, a mob that was able to, like, one-shot you nether, like, then I would be like, okay, never mind that. Never mind, it is scary. But I have not seen nothing. Oh. That was weird. Like, I have not seen anything in Minecraft that's scared me yet. Like, not one bit. Like, I've went in nether so many times that I'm not really scared, really. Like, I am a little weary, of course, when I go into nether, but I'm not really, like, everyone's gonna be, like, pulling up a clip or something of me being scared. Like, that's the only time, like, am I a little creeped up by nether? Yes, of course. Technically, it's meant to be hell, but hey. It's not really a place you should be really scared of. Like, Mojang thinks the nether's still scary, okay. I would understand that, but you really have to think about it. The nether is more like almost a pushover than scary. Like, to me, the nether feels like a pushover map. Like, an area that literally looks like it just went for, like, a different type of idea. Like, I would love to see Mojang's response on that, but for real, like, the nether isn't really scary, really, in my opinion. Like, that's my opinion. And, like, I think the netherrack detail is like really just not looking right. It does not look right at all. And that's like in my own opinion. Like the netherrack details do not look right, in my opinion. Now, real quick, everyone has their own opinion about what's scary, what's not scary. Just my opinion, it just does not look right. It does not like look right at all. And like I said, like multiple times, Mojang tries to make things look creepy as ever, but there's one mob I will admit that is not creepy anymore, in my opinion. And this mob is the Warden. If you don't know, the Warden was announced in 1.17. It was announced technically in 2020. When, of course, the idea of it was interesting, a new mob, and of course, me and my friend Tommy, we joked about saying, "Oh, how we were going to be afraid of the Warden." At one point, when we literally made a joke one time talking about like the announcement the Warden being delayed in 1.17, and they split up in 1.2 to 1.17. 1.17 to 1.18, so it's pretty much 1.17 then was 1.18, and then Caves Cliffs Part 1 and 2, and then they delayed the Warden. Yeah, Mojang, like I would love to like sit right next to Mojang and like all the employees be like, I know you delayed it for to put in the wild update because you want to like add more cool stuff to it, but there's a point where you have to look at yourself, and of course I know you're probably patting yourself on the back saying a good update, which it was an okay update, okay, but there was one problem. You delayed the update. And I think not many people were a little bit excited about that, hearing that. Now, I'm not saying a lot of people were excited about it. Like, not a lot of people, of course, were like wondering, of course. And even I was wondering this one thing. Where is archaeology? Archaeology was meant to be coming out in 1.9 in the Caves and Cliffs update. And of course, like usual, and Mojang has given us no answer what happened. Archaeology has probably been scrapped and of course thrown into trunk. Literally, probably thrown in a body bag too, but we don't know. Literally, in my opinion, I feel like it was just thrown in a body bag. Like, that's why I feel like archaeology. I don't know if Mojang's literally working on archaeology or not. Not many of us know, but to me, it felt like a little sad, because literally, you like gave us an idea that, oh, this cool feature is gonna come out. Next thing you know, you look at us and you're like, and literally, it's literally the bully off of The Simpsons, and literally you go, ha ha, on us. Literally like it's a prank. That's what it feels like. To me, it feels like they just pranked us and saying, oh, we're actually not. And of course, they might not, who knows. But the question is, when? It's one of those questions that we all have to ask. When are they going to do it? When are they actually going to make this a cool update? This update idea come out? It's going to be on 1.20, which is going to be the one where actually there's working on right now. And there's still one thing that bothers me. I should actually put my bed right there. And there's one thing that bothers me. Where is, technically, what is the what is the name for 1.20? And this, now I call it 1.20 because 1.19, 1.17, 1.18 Now, 1.17, 18 were very interesting updates. They were really, I love them a lot. But the one update I hate the most, and I think a lot of us, the community hates, and I think a lot of us hate them. It is, of course, the update called 1.19. And this is my opinion, and from what I know from other people, they call it the worst update. Like, they did add few cool things, but of course, it's pretty cool. Also, Java players don't see the use of a spyglass, so because they have Optifine. Real quick, hey, Java people, did you not know that Bedrock still exists? Now I'm just real quick making a joke, but to all those Java people out there who are thinking, oh, spyglasses are useless, to us, technically to Bedrock players, no, they're actually useful. Like, I don't use them as much because really, I'm not in a multiplayer world. Like, I ain't playing multiplayer really at all. Like, that's the only reason why I won't use it. But then there's a point where you have to think, wait a minute, why do they have this if they really don't need it? It's one of those questions that you have to ask yourself. Okay, Mojang, why would you add spyglasses to Java, but you would add spyglasses to Bedrock? When Java players can technically have Optifine. Now, I'm not being rude to Java players, really. I don't want to be rude to them. But it's one of those questions where you're like, Java players some of them use Optifine. And it's one of those, like, ideas, like, why would you add them anyway? Like, Bedrock players don't have mods, so sadly we can't use them. But hey, it happens. Okay. Finally, we're at the end. Finally, I can talk about one last thing. And this one bothered me for a little bit when I was thinking about making this video. And it is the idea of using like if you don't know, on YouTube, well, not on YouTube, on Minecraft, and there's been a lot of ideas debating on what this next update is. This next update that's coming out, we don't know much about it. We don't know if bundles are here. We don't know what's gonna be at all coming. We don't know. We don't know if bundles are here. We don't know if, like, literally something cool is gonna happen. And there's always been that one problem with me in, like, playing Minecraft. How come we don't have, like, as much great ideas as literally Java players? Now, real quick, Java players have mods. They literally run with that stuff. And I respect that, I really do, but there's a point where you have to think, okay, if Mojang is literally working on Java mostly, then why aren't sorry about that. So this is gonna be the end of the video. So bye everyone, please leave a like, subscribe, of course. Tell me guys what you guys think, and see you guys next time. Bye.